It is time to cast our votes. Approach the scales of conviction.
What would you have me do?
I must wonder what you are...
What is the meaning of this?
I do not understand.
What?
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided.
So be it.
The decision is made. This is the path we walk.
Was there truly no other way?
Roland.
Say no more. Thank you for sheltering me, my friend. The choice you have made is wise and just. Go forward with your heads high.
House Wolfort surrenders their charge, Prince Roland, at Gustadolf's behest, sparing themselves from the Duchy's wrath. House Tellior surrenders their land, also buying their reprieve. Lord... House Folks surrenders nothing. The last of the high houses to remain loyal to their fallen king.
I've brought the prince, Your Grace.
Gustadolf, you traitorous bastard! You'll pay for what you've done to my family! Ugh!
Easy there, Avlora. We need him alive, after all.
I'm sworn to do all in my power to keep you from harm, Your Excellency.
The boy is overcome with emotion, and who could blame him? Perhaps this will quell his rage a bit.
Cordelia!
Brother! Let him go.
Indulge her, Avlora.
Oh, brother! Thank the heavens you're safe. They didn't hurt you, did they?
I'm fine. I thought I'd never see you again. Let us speak after. Surely the Archduke will afford us that small mercy.
Yes. Later, then.
Prince Roland, you are well aware of the position Glenbrook finds itself in, yes? Your kingdom is ours. House Tellior and House Wolfort have both bent the knee. Among the three high houses, only House Folks still proves recalcitrant.
You mean for me to convince Lord Landroy to submit?
Oh, nothing so tedious as that. I want you to order his death. I'm certain House Wolford would be more than happy to oblige.
You're mad! I won't be a mouthpiece to your cruelty.
I know you've only just come into your responsibility, so allow me to offer a word of advice. A prince's first thought should ever be of his people.
What are you saying?
Landroy will not stand idly by for long. When he acts, and act he will, this land will once again be consumed by the fires of war. It is your duty as prince to quench that fire while it is yet kindling, lest you rule over a kingdom of corpses when all is done. You see that I am right, Your Highness. Give the order.
Phallus, enjoying yourself, are you? I do wish you'd learn to temper your vices, brother.
And I wish you'd learn to live a little, sister. Well then, what is it?
We leave for the Falk's domain at once.
I thought those Wolford dogs were to do the deed. Why must we go?
You really must use your head more often. The one atop your shoulders, that is. When have you ever known a dog to be obedient without some good measure of discipline?
Indeed. Very well then, dear sister. I shall be ready anon.
Twould seem the rumors were true, my lord. House Wolford has delivered Prince Roland into Esfrost's clutches. And House Telior, my lord, they too My lord?
My good man, when you look at this painting, what do you feel?
It is our home, as beautiful and verdant in reality as it is depicted by a master's brush.
Indeed, it is a treasure, our land. Its safekeeping entrusted to us by His Grace King Regna. May his soul rest in peace. An honor without equal. A duty worth fulfilling. At all and any cost. A duty I will not shirk from. Now or ever.
My lord, are you off to battle again?
Aye, by the royal family's decree. And I have need of able-bodied men.
Return victorious! victorious, my lord.
Worry not. We shall.
Why, if it isn't the young Lord Wolffort?
Minister Patriat, I had not heard that you were paying visit to our domain.
Ah, Lord Wolffort, pray do not concern yourself on my account. My work here is all but done, and it is time I was on my way. I must commend you, my lord, for keeping order and harmony in your domain despite the rather unfortunate recent events. Most admirable indeed. At the end of the day, our duty is to the throne, not to the man who sits in it. In times of uncertainty, we must value order above all else. I would encourage you to remember that.
Yes, I can see the merit in that. Thank you for your wisdom.
Heed it well, and I have no doubt many years of prosperity await you and yours under Esfrosti rule. By your leave, my lord.
What? Invade the Folk's domain?
Such was the edict delivered to us by the Esfrosti messenger.
Ludicrous. They would have the high houses turn on one another? We should be treating with house faults, not stabbing them in the back.
Doubtless the Archduke has little regard for honor between houses. He views the Falk's land as a fruit ripe for plucking.
One which they would pluck for themselves. Or have us pluck for them, rather.
The decree was signed in Prince Roland's own hand.
Lies! His hand was forced.
Indeed, by my brother. And if we disobey, the Archduke would have good reason to make an example of us.
Gustadolf wins either way. We're trapped.
And yet, no trap is infallible, my lord. There must be a way to avoid the civil war the Archduke is intent on causing.
Aye, and I reckon Lord Landroy's of the same mind. He's the last man who wants to see countrymen slaughtering each other.
Agreed. But we must tread carefully.
If indeed it is the land itself that Gustadolf desires, perhaps an exchange can be arranged.
An exchange of what? Territory?
Just so. House Tellior negotiated similar terms. Far from ideal, to be certain, but preferable to the alternative. Whether Lord Landroy will be amenable to such terms, however, is another matter entirely.
Still, it is our best chance. Let us treat with Lord Landroy. In the meantime, Esfrost must believe that we are playing along. Advance our forces to the Folk's domain.
Yes, my lord.
What news from House Wolffort, my lord?
The Archduke has ordered them to march on our domain in Prince Roland's name. A clever ploy, if true. No matter the outcome, Esfrost profits. However, House Wolffort claims to have no intention of blindly following these orders. They seek to parley that we might together find a way to prevent the fall of the three high houses.
How will you respond, my lord?
How indeed. The Wolforts handed over His Highness to save their own hides, hardly an act that warrants our trust. That said, their desire to avoid bloodshed is no doubt sincere, if only to bide time to lick their wounds. And somehow, I suspect there may be more to this stratagem of theirs.
My lord, then you...
I shall grant them audience. Pen the reply.
At once, my lord.
Prince Roland has passed his decree. The complete decimation of House Fawkes is the order of the day. A chilling command, which would see one of Glenbrook's 3 high houses reduced to bloody rubble. Though penned in the prince's hand, the order was not his own. Forcing his hand was Archduke Gustadolf, a specter over his shoulders until the ink had dried. House Wolfort is given the command to uproot their erstwhile countrymen, and with heavy hearts, they march. However, the young Serenoa bears hope. Hope that...
Oh, the Wolforts have been ordered to bring down House Fawkes, you say?
It would appear so. They entreat us for arms and provisions for the battle ahead.
A request we will deny, of course. I leave it to you to concoct a convincing reason.
Consider it done.
I do believe this little conflict between countrymen will play to our benefit. No doubt Landroy will spare no effort as he makes his last stand. Our day draws near, Booker, and we must make every preparation for its arrival.
And so it shall be.
The Falklands truly are the jewel of Glenbrook.
Aye. I don't see Landroy giving him up easily, even if it comes to war.
And that is why we will not simply give them up. We shall negotiate, such that benefits may be reaped by all parties. Lord Landroy first among them. He is a reasonable man, yes?
That he is, my lord. But we cannot hope to make him see reason if we cannot speak to him face to face.
As Frosty forces muster at the border, they're preparing to advance.
Frost, what treachery is this?
While we were preparing for the parley, they snuck up on us unawares. What shall we do, my lord?
So the Wolford dogs have already learned some tricks from their new master, eh?
We await your command, my lord.
Split our forces in two. Send one regiment to the border. I shall lead the other to meet House Wolford in the field.
Aye, my lord.
We'll defend King Regnar's gift until the last of us falls. The history shall know that House Fox did not bend the knee.
Thank you for agreeing to see me. My name is Julio.
So, you're looking to pledge your service to us, eh? They tell me you're from the Crown City. Something happened to drive you our way?
I'm afraid so.
Why have you brought me all the way to this place? Whatever it is you wish to speak about, I should hope it is important. I am a busy man.
It is indeed. It concerns the Grand Norzellian mining venture. Pardon me if I'm being presumptuous, but I came across a most curious thing when I was reviewing the particulars of the arrangement the other day. There were documents that I did not recall having seen before. Specifically, documents pertaining to the compensation of the workers contracted to transport the iron out of the mine.
Is that so?
Following the paper trail, I could not help but notice that a not insignificant amount of coin had made its way through paths most circuitous and befuddling into your hands. Something easily overlooked at a glance, but my eyes are sharper than most. No doubt you have a logical explanation for this?
I haven't need to explain it. Even if I were guilty of whatever it is you have the gall to accuse me of, there is naught you can do about it. All that I have done with Prince Franny's full backing.
You would claim that His Highness is complicit in this?
The high and mighty are always scratching each other's backs. Everyone knows that. Everyone, it would seem, but you.
To think the Crown Prince would be party to such corruption. Has our kingdom truly sunk so low?
It would fall on your head should word of this get out. Considering the nature of the crime, I shudder to think of the punishment. Luckily for you, I've every intention of keeping this matter between us, so long as you don't go running your mouth. Why, I'll even toss in some coin to sweeten the deal. A fair enough bargain, wouldn't you say?
Coin? I spit on your coin. I will not remain silent. I cannot. I will root out the rot of corruption that plagues our realm, no matter what it may cost me.
You stubborn, self-righteous fool! I'd hoped to settle this as reasonable adults, but it would seem that...
Sound the alarm! The kingdom is under attack! Aesfrost strikes!
What's this? Needless to say, the circumstances make my return to the Crown City impossible. Pray allow me to be of service here.
Ah, now it's coming back to me. You were Sir Maxwell's second-in-command during the tourney, weren't you? You didn't stand out much, but you held your own well enough. Aye, I reckon we could find use for him yet.
Very well then. Be welcome among us. Eridor, see that our new friend gets settled in.
Thank you, my lord. You have my word that I will serve you well.
Enough of your schemes, you traitorous dog.
Lord Landroy, what is the meaning of this?
His arrow's already knocked. What happened to manners, old friend?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? For me to give you a hearty embrace while Esfrost cuts me down from behind. Ha! A shameful scheme befitting the cowards who abandoned our prince.
Are you mad? We haven't a clue what Esfrost is scheming.
Lies! I'll listen to the slithering of snakes no further.
We've been swindled. Gustadolf meant to force this battle from the start. Damn it all.
Ash in the wind? Smoke from the village. The houses burn!
What madness is this, Landroy? You would set your own home ablaze?
And what would you have me do with it? Leave it for Esfrost to pillage and plunder? The only thing those bastards will get from me is an arrow through the eye!
They set their arrows alight!
Landroy, no! There must be another way!
There is no other way, boy. Your treachery saw to that. King Regna, it will not be long ere I stand by your side again.
He leaves us no recourse! Swords!
Burn those traitorous Wolford curs to a crisp! If you must raise the land itself, then so be it!
Yes, my lord. He'll turn this place into a blazing inferno. We'll be blind on the battlefield.
While he maintains the advantageous position, the flames will afford us no quarter.
Come, show us what stuff cowards are made of!
Time to work.
This battle is ours.
I see a path to victory.
No! Defeat is not an option.
In your hands now.
Let's see.
Let me heal your wounds.
Come at me!
On the honor of the High Houses!
Allow me.
You're an open book. Let us pry out their weakness.
Defeat is not an option.
Whatever it takes.
Shall we begin?
I'll take you on!
Shall be avenged!
Let us pry out their weakness.
Our victory is assured. Forward. That hit the mark. For my kith and kin.
Careful!
Your orders?
Yeah. Sound strike.
You've left yourself open!
For life. Ha! Sound strike.
Allow me!
Whatever it takes.
Shall we begin?
This will be of great use.
I've been waiting for this!
I see a path to victory.
I fight for peace. It worked!
Defeat is not an option.
My turn.
Whatever it takes.
I shall do what I can.
Much appreciated.
I've been waiting for this!
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Glenbrook shall be avenged!
For the honor of House Walford!
At this rate,
I'll take it from here.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
I can do it!
Shall we begin?
You won't beat me!
For the honor of House Walford!
On the honor of the High Houses!
I was prepared for this.
I shall try my level best. I see the threads of battle more clearly.
Whatever it takes.
Perfect! Forward!
Lord Landroy, pray listen to reason. There is still a road to...
Peace was forfeit the moment you bent the knee to that Esfrosty tyrant!
Let me heal your wounds.
Our victory is assured.
I've been waiting for this! You've done it now!
Glenbrook shall be avenged! Together with these fields, today you burn.
Almost.
If you persist in this, we will fight over naught but ashes. What is the meaning of this madness, Landroy? Is this the legacy you wish to leave behind?
My legacy. This land was entrusted to me by King Regna. Its fields, its creatures, its people. My charges, all. I will not surrender his gift into Esfrost's clutches. I shall prove that his faith in me was true.
You burned the fields, driven its creatures away, and left your people without a home. How does such destruction honor King Ragnar's faith?
It's a damn sight better than toadying to his murderers. I'll not hear his grace's name invoked by a traitor. House Fox will not have its name sullied by Esfrost's lapdog. And you, Eredor, I thought you a soldier true. You would let this disgrace happen under your watch?
I trust in the young lord's judgment. A shame you couldn't.
I cannot lose.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Our victory is assured. Forward. That hit the mark.
Die already! This can't be!
Strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah!
This can't be! Me too!
We mustn't lose heart.
That's much better.
I'll take you on! Got something up my sleeve.
For the honor of House Wolford! Ha-ha!
Have another!
For my kith and kin.
No!
Let us pry out their weakness.
From where shall we strike? That hit the mark.
become another!
God, your grace. Know that I served you true until the end.
The truth eludes me. It hurts. I will do what I must.
Strike while the iron's hot. There!
No!
I need a healer. I'll take this. For life.
Mother.
Ha! That tickled! My lord!
This is troubling. Now.
I didn't mean to let you down. For the honor of House Walford!
Together! Victory is within reach!
My turn.
Yeah. This is the end.
You've done it now! I thought I had him.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. Now.
From where shall we strike? I'm a fool! Back at you! To lead, I must grow.
I can still move.
Too slow! I'm a fool! I'm a fool!
I see a path to victory.
Our victory is assured.
My knowledge grows deeper.
The situation is grim. I need this.
Victory is within reach.
Allow me!
For life.
Impressed?
My lord! There is no mercy on the battlefield. Your defense is weak. That seemed to
Allow
work.
me! What would Father do?
Follow my lead.
For my kith and kin. Wasn't good enough.
These foes are not to be trifled with. Now.
I need a healer.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
We must tread carefully. Sound strike.
I shall try my level best. That seemed to work. For the future of House Wolford. My lord! I see a path to victory.
Sound strike.
My lord! These foes are not to be trifled with.
Victory is within reach.
Victory is not yet out of reach.
Sound strike.
These foes are not to be trifled with.
Sound strike.
Victory is not yet out of reach.
We must tread carefully.
This is the end. For life.
My lord!
A sound strike.
Victory is not yet out of reach.
Sound strike.
Lord Serenoa.
I can still move. Victory is within reach. This is the end. I feel stronger already. Time to work. Ha! Victory is within reach. Victory is within reach. It's over. I feel stronger already. Time to work. Allow me. Victory is within reach. Victory is within reach. This is the end.
It's over. We've won.
And what have we won? Landroy has seen to it that nothing shall escape these flames. What victory can be had over ashes?
My lord.
So this is how it ends.
It would seem the townsfolk evacuated before the battle.
Landroy's doing, no doubt.
War is a miserable sight, no matter who your foe. But when that foe is your own countryman...
Are these the wages of loyalty? Raised earth and burnt corpses.
Let us return. We are done here.
once proud House Falks has fallen. Its verdant lands reduced to ember and ash, while House Telior bows its head so low it scarcely witnesses the tragedy. Atop what remains of Glenbrook's former high houses, Gustadolf lays the foundation for his new dominion. With the taste of bitter victory still in their mouths, the members of House Wolfort await with heavy hearts the trials the morrow is sure to bring.
The recent days have seen rising lawlessness near the border. Doubtless the consequence of the instability in Glenbrook.
Indeed.
Lord Svarog, forgive me. I forget myself, my lord.
It's too late for that. Out with it.
My lord, the bulk of our forces are occupied abroad, leaving only scant numbers at home. The longer this campaign continues, the more fraught the situation within our borders becomes.
Your concern is duly noted, Sicris. Rest assured that the Archduke is not ignorant to such issues. And besides, strength of arms is not the only means by which order is maintained. The time has come to gird our nation with fire and steel.
Fire and steel, my lord?
Yes, we shall fulfill our duty at last.
Cordelia, what's wrong?
Brother,
Calm yourself. Take a deep breath. Now, tell me what happened.
I heard them talking. I wasn't supposed to, but I heard them. Thalas and... Roland. The Archduke. He means to order your execution!
Thought you'd be here. Tell it true. Do you really reckon we can best Gustadolf?
Victory will not come easily, this is for sure. We have a chance, however, and we must needs take it.
You've always had a fire in your eyes, Benedict. It's heartening indeed.
'Tis not easy to keep hope, but keep it we must. We cannot submit quietly to an inglorious fate. My duty is to House Wolfort, first and foremost, and I would be remiss if I were to think otherwise. Grave news, my lord. Prince Roland is to be beheaded at the Archduke's decree.
What? On what grounds?
For inciting unrest by ordering the invasion of the Falk's domain.
The gall of that man.
Furthermore, House Wolford has been invited to attend the execution. Our presence is mandatory.
Yeah, of course it is. That sneak.
Do you mean to go?
We dare not disobey the summons. The consequences would almost certainly be dire.
Are we just dogs to answer his beck and call?
My lady. Please, I understand, but we have no choice.
I know this, and I apologize. It's just that there are things we must protect. Things I must protect. Lest we lose what makes us human.